I happen to speak with on the phone. Okay, excellent. So, something's not quite right, is what you said. But you're not sure what. Right, well, I have a few different kinds of examinations to start, and then we can see if we can clear up this issue for you. Alright? Okay, without further ado, would you mind if I look at your tongue? Yep, just go ahead and stick out your tongue. We're going to get a little look. Okay, so just going to poke around here. Alright, so this is part of traditional Chinese medicine, this type of diagnosis here. And let's see, we're looking at the color, the size, the coating, lines, whether it's thin or thicker, because you can have a thin tongue that is swollen, so it looks like it's a lot bigger. Okay, go ahead and put your tongue back in your mouth for a second. The tongue tends to get darker as you leave it out. I'm going to get my light. Okay, go ahead and show me your tongue. Alright. Looking for little dots, for example, like little red dots, purple dots, different patches of color, areas of paleness, the overall moisture. Okay, and could you just lift your tongue to the roof of your mouth for me? Alrighty, and we're just going to look under the tongue there. Okay. Good, and can you just stick out your tongue as far as it'll go? Okay, we're just going to look at the pharyngeal wall there. So we're going to do a combo of traditional Chinese medicine as well as... Go ahead and stick your tongue back in your mouth. As well as more Western diagnosis as well. Would you mind if I see your hand? I would like to do a pulse diagnosis. So I'm going to take 3 fingers and we're going to measure the pulse at 3 different depths. And we can check on the channels that way, the meridians. So if I could just see one hand real quick. And I'm just going to do this one at a time. So tell me a little bit about what feels wrong exactly. Is it a sort of malaise? Is it a sort of dissociative feeling? Is there nausea with it? Fatigue? Okay, interesting. I'm gonna just take the other pulse here, the other hand. Okay, and any major changes as of late? Lifestyle changes, relationships, anything, even something as simple as your routine. Okay. And any stressors, internal or external. That's a little rapid. Just a second. Okay, so on the tongue. Okay, rapid. when did this all start for you precisely? Okay, let's take a look at your eyes. I have my flashlight on standby, but I'd like to just look at the eye in this light. And we're going to check the tissues and around the eye. So this is where we can see certain stressors. We can see, for example, low energy, fatigue, strain. But something that people don't put enough weight into, I suppose, is how awful and strange someone can feel with allergies, of all things. I know that hay fever makes you feel completely inhuman sometimes. Very, very strange feeling. I'm going to pull down on your eyelids. If I could have you just look up. Good. And if you could look down for me, I'm going to pull up. Just look down. Look down. Good. Okay. So that tissue is pretty clear. Doesn't look like it is affected by anything irritating, and the lacrimal glands are also pink, not pale, not overly so. Sclerae are clear. I'm gonna have you look at my nose. Just look at my nose here. And we're gonna look at your iris and see if anything pops up there. If anything in particular looks off. You can tell a lot about a person's health from their iris. Okay. Just go ahead and get just a little bit of light there. Okay, I'm gonna want to take a little closer look here. So go ahead and keep looking forward. We'll look at the iris. On this side. Okay. That's interesting. So, what it looks like, it's not a physical issue at all. What we've got going on has nothing to do with your physical body, but instead, I think we're dealing more with an energetic issue, which luckily is a lot easier to resolve than a lot of physical ailments. Yeah, there's just not much coming up in your irises, which is excellent. A little dip into iridology shows clean irises. It doesn't look like there's anything on the horizon either. There we go. Okay. So, the Aural Diagnosis, looking at your energy around you, this is going to be a little strange, so we're just going to ease into it. Now, I have a special solution here. I can't tell you what's in it, though there will be absolutely no harm here. This just allows me to see your aura a whole lot better. The auras are interesting in that a lot of people who have the gift, they see it more out of the corner of their eye, or if they make their eyes cross. If you're not looking directly at the aura, then you can see it around the person. But that takes a lot of work, and you're not looking directly at it. So you can miss some things. This way, I won't have to go cross-eyed. I won't have to spend the appointment looking at you like this. We're just going to coax it out a little. Okay? So I'm going to cover your eyes. We don't want this getting in your eyes. No. That would be bad. That should do it for now. Let's just let this dissipate a bit. Okay. Now, this is going to look a little strange. Just bear with me, alright? Okay, don't think about it too much. Just let me look. There's going to be peeking around here, looking at the aura, coaxing it out. Good. And we're going to see what's going on in the different layers. There are seven layers to the aura. And they all correspond to different attributes. But we also want to see what's going on as a whole. There we are. Just looking. Okay. Let's push back and see how this bounces. Good. Okay. Okay, I see. Well, we've got some breaches. We've got some holes. And that'll certainly make you feel strange, weird, off, like a different person. Good. Let's just see what's going on here. Okay. Yeah. Well, we can fix this. We can. But, it's gonna take a little bit of work. Let's see. I think we're going to want to do some Reiki, certainly. We're going to want to do maybe a light infusion, and we're going to want to smooth everything out, clean it up. So, go ahead and clean it up first, and then we can fill everything back in. There we go. Again, just don't think about it too much. Just let this happen, and we'll get you back to feeling normal, relatively speaking. And good deal. So you're catching a lot of other people's energies, and it's forming this amalgamation that is not any one person, and it's certainly not all you. So you have these different competing people's energies, which is not exactly sentient, but not, if you will. It's a little complicated for this short conversation. So we'll just go with everything is trying to do its own thing. And when you have a whole bunch of people only wanting to do one thing, and none of these goals align with each other, it gets real tangly, real fast, real goofy. Good. Let's just do some quick little bits here. Little speed run. Good. And just smooth that down. Real close around the back and in front. Good. Okay. Good. And we're just going to press this in. There we go. Make this sort of self-contained little space, as it should be. How are you feeling? Okay. Well, while we're repairing things, it might feel weirder. But just bear with it. Trust the process. When we get some light energy in you, that's going to be a whole lot better. Let me take a look at you. I know I'm a little close, but just need to see how this is progressing. And our contrast is fading a little bit. I just want to make sure. Let's see. We have to do some spot checking here. A little bit of spot checking. get you ready for the energy healing, the infusing, we're going to have to do a little something about this. Just all of it. And it should be pretty easy, actually. So, what I'm going to have you do, I am going to gently move your head around, get you situated. Just let me take the weight of your head here. So, I'll be real gentle. We're going to find you a nice equal spot here. Get you realigned. Okay, what about right there? How does that feel? Okay. Alright, so shoulders next. We're going to put these bad boys down. Actually, you know what? You're a little, let's put you like that. There. Is that better? Okay, just keep that. Now let's go ahead and just bring your shoulders down. Bring them down. Pull them back. Roll the shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades back. Okay. Alright, keep them like that. This is going to be pretty tight, but we need you to be as aligned as possible. So you're breathing from your chest here, and I need you to breathe from your abdomen. That's a much better way to breathe. You get a lot more air in you. So why don't you go ahead and just put your hand right on the abdomen, and I'm going to have you take a deep breath in. Your hand should rise and fall with your breathing. So, deep breath in and out. Nice and long. Okay. I'm going to put my hands here. Deep breath in and out. Slowing it down. Deep breath in and out. Good. So, we're just going to try to keep an eye on that. And we're going to breathe from the abdomen as much as possible. Alright. Reiki. I am going to infuse you with universal energy that flows through all things. And I am merely a conduit. It's not actually coming from me, but from the universe. And this does involve a sort of laying on of hands, if you don't mind. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. No, it's a little weak. Let's check a few things here. So, I want you to just sway back and forth at your hips, moving from one side of the pelvis to the other, and find a spot in the middle. Okay, that's much more aligned. I'm gonna look at you from the side. Look at posture. Okay, I'm gonna pull up on your head a little and we're going to try to straighten the spine. You want to imagine that a string is coming from the middle of your head to the sky. Okay, lifting up. Good. Okay, that's better. Alright, and how about your legs? Are we all aligned here? Doesn't feel like there's any kinks in anything. Okay, both feet on the ground. Alright, let's try this guy. Again, this is something I gotta kind of look at out of the corner of my eye. Alright, that's better. That's a lot better. Okay. There we go. So, let's go ahead and do some Reiki symbols here, and then I'm just going to be laying on hands here. Good, here at the top of the head. If anything weird happens, just don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much. Around the ears. Here at the third eye. Chakra symbol here. Go ahead and just come right here. And the throat chakra. Right in here. Our communication center. Good. On your shoulders. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. The heart. Deep breath in and out. The abdomen. The hands, if I could see your hands. Pushing my palms into your hands. Good. Your knees. Good. Chokude. 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 And on the feet. Then we'll do a little bit of a light infusion here. This is where things should really start to feel a lot better. yourself up. Just sort of let go. Let go. Let go. At the crown chakra here. Just let go. Just let go. Right at the side of your eyes. Bringing them light and healing. Right above the lip here. The ear. The other ear. The throat chakra. Health, wealth, healing, love and light. Your heart. The solar plexus. The root chakra. Good. Shining light through all of these centers, all of these wheels of energy. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, there's a few places that I just want to give a little bit of extra attention. Right here. Your intuition. Good. Crown. Connection. Wisdom. The heart. Emotions. Things that matter. The root. Security. What makes us who we are. The building blocks. The foundations of us. Health, wealth, light, love, prosperity, learning, loving and being loved in return. Let's see how that aura's doing, okay? at our rips, our tears, our holes. Definitely cleaned up. There's these little seams where they were. And I think that certainly will clear up very soon. How are you feeling? Just testing the boundaries a little. A lot more contained. Not bumping into nobody else's. Just going to look through everything. Good. Good. Okay. Just give it a good feel. Some things you just can't see, some things you have to touch. Yeah, we're doing alright here, I think. I think certainly over the next 24 hours or so, a lot of these little cracks and bits that are left over, these will change, heal. I'm quite content with that. How about you? Okay, so let's go ahead and I want to send you home with something that'll keep this from happening again. A little bag here. I just want to see here what's going to work with your energy. This is a good one. Type of agate. That's a contender. This one's beautiful, isn't it? Agates in general, just gorgeous. Not that one. Pretty, but not gonna work. A little tiger's eye, maybe. I think we could find something better. Jade. Let's see what the jade does. Oh. That's certainly in the running, I think. Yes, I like that quite a bit. Tiny bit of hematite, perhaps. No. This little slice of agate. A lot of agate. Oh no. What else do we have in here? work either, but this, I believe that's our leopard jasper. Oh, great. And let's just try one more. No? Okay. So here, no, mostly down to these two. Let's just go ahead. Yeah. How do you feel with this one versus this one? Yeah, okay. This is for you. This is a little piece of jade. Beautiful, beautiful color. Not sure if you could tell that it's one of my favorites here. But this one will help protect you in the future from accumulating other people's energies. It'll help protect your energy. Overall, just something good to have in your pocket. And it's small. So, is there anything else I can help you with? Okay, well, if you don't feel any difference within, let's say, 48 hours, go ahead and give me a call back and we'll set up a follow-up appointment. See if there's anything else that we can do to help support your energy. And with that, I'd like to thank you so much for coming to my office to get your energy corrected. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon, without which I wouldn't be able to do these videos. If you'd like to help support the channel, I have a link to my Patreon in the description box below. And I offer ad-free, I always forget ad-free, access to my videos, early access, Patreon exclusives, audio downloads to all of my content. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night.